All right, let's talk about something that affects pretty much all of us in our digital lives. Where do we keep our stuff? Our files, our photos, our documents? It really boils down to a choice between two very different ideas about who should be in control of your data. So let's get into it.
And this really gets to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? I mean, when you upload a file to the cloud, where does it go? Who's looking at it? Who's really in charge? This single question is what separates our two contenders today.
So you can think of it like choosing between two roads. On one side, you have this smooth, paved superhighway, the path of convenience. That's Google Drive. And on the other, you have a more rugged, scenic trail that you build yourself, the path of control. That's Nextcloud. They both get your files where you need them, but believe me, the journey is worlds apart.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the path that, let's be honest, most of us are already cruising down. This is Google's superhighway. It's fast, it's familiar, and it's built into pretty much everything we do online.
And here's the thing about Google Drive. Its biggest strength, its absolute superpower, is just how ridiculously easy it is. If you have a Gmail account, you already have Google Drive. You literally just sign in and bam, you're done. There's no setup, no installation, nothing.
And look, this isn't just about being easy. You get some seriously powerful tools. The real-time collaboration in Google Docs and Sheets, it's still the gold standard. It hooks into your email, your calendar, your photos, everything. Plus, if you pay for a premium plan, you get Gemini AI that can summarize a huge document for you in seconds. It all just works.
But, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and there's no such thing as a free superhighway either. There are always tolls. And the price you pay for all this amazing convenience is your data. Sure, your files are encrypted, but Google holds the keys. They scan your content, and everything on their servers is subject to US laws. You're basically trading a bit of your privacy for that simplicity.
Okay, so now let's get off that superhighway and check out the other option. This is Nextcloud's path. It's not a paved road. It's more of a trail you have to clear yourself. But the destination? It's a place where you have total control.
So you're probably asking, what even is Nextcloud? Well, think of it like this. It's free software that you install on your own server. That could be a tiny computer in your house or a server you rent online. The key phrase here is self-hosted. You are literally building and running your very own private Google Drive. Your data, your rules.
And this is where you see the biggest difference right away. Unlike Google's simple sign-in, getting Nextcloud running is, well, it's a bit of a project. You're going to see stuff like this, a command line, you'll be installing software, setting up databases. It's definitely gotten easier, but it is a hands-on experience for sure.
But here's the thing, for all that initial effort, what you get back is huge. We're talking complete, total ownership of your data. Nobody sees it but you. The software is free, and the only limit on your storage is how big of a hard drive you can buy. And it's not just for files. There are hundreds of apps you can add, password managers, photo galleries, video chat, turning it into your own private, all-in-one office suite.
But yeah, there's always a catch, right? With all that control comes all the responsibility. How fast is your cloud? Is it online? That all depends on the server you set up and how good your internet connection is. If something breaks, there's no Google support team to call. You're the IT department.
All right, so we've seen the superhighway, we've seen the rugged trail. Now let's really put them head to head. Let's break this down by what really matters to most of us: privacy, cost, and all those extra features. But before we dive into the privacy details, we have to talk about this really important concept: digital sovereignty. It sounds fancy, but the idea is actually super simple. It's the belief that you, and only you, should have the final say over your digital life, without some giant tech company or government peeking over your shoulder. This is the entire philosophy behind Nextcloud.
And this is where the difference becomes so clear. With Google Drive, your files live on their property, by their rules. They have the keys. With Nextcloud, your files live on your property. You have the only set of keys. Nobody gets in unless you let them. So if privacy is your absolute #1, non-negotiable priority, the choice here is, honestly, a no-brainer.
Okay, let's talk about the cost. How much is this all going to set you back? With Google, it's pretty straightforward. You pay a monthly subscription for a certain amount of storage and features. Simple. With Nextcloud, the software itself is totally free, but you're paying for the computer it runs on, either a server at home or renting one online. What's interesting is that the monthly cost can end up being pretty similar. The real difference is what you're paying for. With Google, you're paying for a service. With Nextcloud, you're paying for control.
And what about the big buzzword AI? Well, Google's approach is what you'd expect. Gemini's built right in. It's super polished, and it's ready to go. It's incredibly powerful. Nextcloud's approach? It's more of a DIY situation. You can hook it up to all sorts of AI models, even ones you run yourself for maximum privacy. But it requires some setup. It's that same trade-off all over again. Google is easy and polished. Nextcloud is flexible and private. Okay, we've laid it all out. The smooth, fast superhighway and the challenging but rewarding trail. We've looked at the pros, the cons, the costs, the benefits. Now comes the big question. Which path is yours?
So, who should stick with Google Drive? Honestly, it's for anyone who just wants things to work right out of the box. If you live and breathe in Google Docs, if you're sharing family photos, if you want powerful AI without touching a single line of code, this is your home. It's built for convenience above all else.
And then there's Nextcloud. Who's this for? This is for the person who hears your data is scanned and says, absolutely not. It's for people who enjoy tinkering, who maybe already have a home server, and who want to break free from the big tech world. It's for anyone who believes that their data should belong to them, period.
And that's really what this all comes down to, isn't it? There is no single winner here. No one-size-fits-all answer. It all depends on your personal priorities. What do you value more? The incredible ease and collaboration of Google, or the absolute privacy and total control of Nextcloud?
So I can't make this choice for you. Only you can. Your digital life, your most important files, they deserve the right home. The question is, what will it be? The superhighway of convenience or the path of absolute control?